If you follow the roller coaster world of 90 Day Fiancé, you know Jovi Dufren. He's the guy we've all watched grow up right before our eyes. We met him as the party-loving, globe-trotting bachelor from New Orleans, always with a drink in his hand and a smile on his face. We watched him fall for the glamorous Yara Zaya, navigate the bumpy road of international love, and eventually transform into a dedicated, if sometimes exhausted, dad to their adorable daughter Mila. Usually Jovi's Instagram is a highlight reel of their flashy life. You see the white sand beaches of Punta Cana, the glitzy dinners in Miami, and the cute, chaotic moments of toddler parenting. It's the kind of feed that makes you jealous, or at least makes you wish you were sipping a margarita on a balcony somewhere. But yesterday the tone shifted, and it shifted hard. The usually upbeat reality star took to social media to share a raw, emotional, and frankly heartbreaking update that has left his hundreds of thousands of followers stopped in their tracks. It wasn't a photo of a sunset. It wasn't a joke about Yara's shopping habits. It was a stark, vulnerable admission that reminded us all that behind the reality TV fame, these are real people dealing with very real and very scary problems. The update that stopped the scroll. It started with a simple, ominous background on his Instagram story. No music, no filters, just text that screamed emergency. Jovi opened up about a sudden and terrifying health scare that has rocked the Dufren household. While he kept some of the grittiest medical details private, likely to protect his family's privacy during a chaotic time, the emotions were right there on the surface. "I never thought I'd be posting this," Jovi shared, his digital voice seeming to crack with emotion. Life changes in a split second. One minute you're planning your next trip, and the next you're sitting in a waiting room praying for good news. It's heartbreaking. For a guy who usually brushes off drama with a laugh or a sarcastic comment, seeing this side of Jovi was a shock to the system. He went on to describe the fear, the cold, gripping panic that takes over when you realize you aren't in control. He alluded to a situation that required immediate medical attention, hinting that it was one of those moments where time seems to stand still. Whether it was a sudden incident involving baby Mila or a personal health crisis for himself or Yara, the severity was clear. "It's just scary," he admitted. "You realize how fragile everything is. Fans react. It's scary and praying for you." The reaction from the 90 Day Fiancé community was instant. Usually, comment sections are a war zone of opinions, debates, and sometimes harsh criticism. But in moments like this, the fandom tends to put down the pitchforks and pick up the prayer hands. Within minutes, fan pages and forums were buzzing with concern. The phrase "it's scary" appeared over and over again as fans empathized with that universal fear of a medical emergency. "My heart dropped reading this," one fan commented on a repost of the story. "We forget that they are real people with real struggles," sending so much love to Jovi and Yara. "It's scary how fast things can turn," wrote another. "I hope Mila is okay. That little girl is the light of their lives." Praying hard, Jovi sounds genuinely shaken up. "You don't see him like this often." It's true, we don't. We are used to TV Jovi. The Jovi who argues about strip clubs or complains about how much luggage Yara packed. We aren't used to human Jovi, the terrified father and husband facing a crisis that cameras can't fix. The context, why this hits so hard. Why is this update hitting fans so hard? I think it's because we've invested so much time in this family. Think back to their journey. We watched Jovi and Yara struggle through their 90 days. We saw the cultural clashes, the arguments about where to live, and the skepticism from friends and family. We were there when they found out they were pregnant, and we were there for the joy and stress of Mila's arrival. We've seen them at their worst. Remember the arguments in the car? The tears at the airport? But we've also seen them fight for their marriage. We watched them on 90 Day, the last resort, actively trying to fix their communication and be better for each other. When you watch someone for years, you develop a parasocial bond. You feel like you know them. So when Jovi says he's heartbroken and scared, we feel a little bit of that fear too. Furthermore, the Dufrens have been in a transitional period lately. There has been talk of moving, talk of expanding the family, or not expanding it, depending on who you ask, and the general pressure of living life in the public eye. They've been trying to find their footing. A sudden health scare throws a wrench into all those plans. It forces you to stop worrying about where are we moving, and start worrying about are we going to be okay. The fragility of reality TV stars. This update also serves as a sobering reminder of the reality behind reality TV. We often treat these shows as pure entertainment. We snack on their drama like it's popcorn. But when the cameras cut, they are just a young family trying to navigate the world. Jovi's vulnerability in this update bridges the gap between the character and the man. He isn't trying to sell us a product or promote a new season. He's reaching out, perhaps for support, perhaps just to vent, in a moment of pure human fear. And let's be honest, the word heartbreaking isn't thrown around lightly by someone like Jovi. He's a Louisiana boy, tough, resilient, and usually pretty guarded about his deeper feelings. For him to use that word suggests that whatever happened, it shook him to his core. What we know right now, as of this morning, here is what we know. The incident, a sudden medical or safety scare occurred, prompting an emergency response. The tone, Jovi is shaken, vulnerable, and asking for positive vibes. The status. While the situation seems to have stabilized enough for him to post, the emotional toll is heavy. The family. Fans are specifically worried about Mila, given how much she means to Jovi, but details remain private. Moving forward. So what can we do as fans? We can give them space. We can stop speculating about divorce or drama for a minute and just hope that they are okay. We can drop a praying for you in the comments instead of a criticism about their lifestyle. Jovi's update is a wake-up call. It's a reminder to hug your loved ones a little tighter tonight. As he said, life can change in a split second. 1 minute you're arguing about something silly and the next, none of that matters. We will keep you updated as soon as Jovi or Yara share more details. For now, we are sending all our positive energy to the Dufren family. Hang in there, Jovi. We're rooting for you. What do you think about Jovi's emotional update? Did it shock you to see him so vulnerable? Drop your thoughts and well wishes in the comments below. Let's show them some support.